Hi, it is November 8th, 2024. I wanted to hop on real quick and just talk about trying to get your life back on track after something major has happened, whether that be the death of a loved one, a transition in your life, whether you're just having kids or your kids are just leaving your house, or divorce, or anything where it's like a new beginning, like where you have to start all over again, where you feel like you're starting from scratch and you don't really know how to do that. So one of my pet peeves is on social media, just looking at everybody, and everybody has their life so perfect and everything looks absolutely perfect, which of course nobody's life is perfect. None of us have it all together, and I just wanted to say from my own personal experience that when I have gone through hard things, I have started at the base level of not trying to overwhelm myself with too many goals or objectives so that I don't get discouraged and then I don't follow through on anything. I have had a habit of doing that in the past, and so one of the things that I think is making me successful these days is giving myself more obtainable goals and bringing things into smaller chunks, right? And then they're doable that way. So I think in one of the last videos I was making, I was talking about, the things that I do on a daily basis that get me kind of into a routine, the things that I'm doing all the time. Those, those habits that I'm creating now, they've taken a long time for me to get there. The first thing that I started with, and I know that this is going to sound really minor, after going through my divorce, which has been very difficult for me and it has taken me a long time to adjust to, I started out with something small. I moved into this place, which is really nice. However, it has glass shower doors in both showers, which I absolutely hate because I don't want to have to clean them. And if you don't clean them, they look very bad. So after, feeling like I had my head out of my butt after a while and I could move on to doing different things, I started building new habits by just after every single shower, just taking a squeegee and then wiping down the shower glass doors in my bathroom. And that's literally it. That's the only new practice that I put into place for months. And now I find myself doing it. I still hate doing it every single time. When I own another place, I'll never ever have glass doors because of the experience here. I absolutely hate them. I know they look really nice, people love them, but I don't like them. They're just not functional for me. I don't like to clean. And so having glass doors that need to be cleaned all the time is just not my thing. But this video is not necessarily about glass doors. It's just about when you're recovering from something that takes a long time to get over and you're struggling to get yourself back into the swing of things. Like, just make little tiny incremental changes. And then once you're comfortable with those, then just add one more thing. Don't add 5 things. Add another thing that comes right after that. And then just start building from there. And I think if you do it in more manageable chunks like that, that you'll have better success. And then 6 months from whenever you start, you'll be like, oh, I've been doing this for 6 months now, or a year, or however long it is. And I'm doing it all the time. And so that's a really big achievement, to put your mind to do a certain task and then repeat it all the time. I would highly recommend starting little tiny patterns like that in your life. And then as soon as you meet those objectives, you can add on a little bit more. And so I say that because today, it's Friday, November 8th, and today marks 3 weeks of me. So I started that shower thing over a year ago, right? And I do it every single time I get out of the shower. And every time I do it, even though it only takes me like 10 seconds to do, I hate it every single time, but I still do it. Well, today is 3 weeks for me going to the gym consistently every single morning. There's only been 2 times in those 3 weeks where I couldn't fit my workout in early in the morning at like 5 in the morning, and so I had to go after work, and I don't care to do that, but sometimes my schedule just doesn't allow me to have freedom in the morning. Sometimes I have so much work that I have to get on and start working really early just to kind of get all my work done for the week. So anyways, I just wanted to say, if you're struggling, if you're coming out of something and you're finding yourself having a hard time, feeling like you've accomplished anything over an entire day, start out with something small that you should do on a regular basis, and then do that for a while, and then add to it, and don't add a lot of other things. Add just one thing at a time. And I think you will be really pleasantly surprised that as time passes, you'll look at yourself and say, hey, I was able to do that. I thought that that was something that I couldn't do, that I couldn't achieve, and now I've just proven to myself that I can. And then you can add other things to it. Sometimes getting unstuck is really, really hard. And everybody goes through it at different times in your life, right? It could be your parents dying, or it could be a divorce, or a new child, and so your life is completely different, or a third or fourth or fifth child on top of the ones that you already have, right? So all those little tiny places in your life where you find that you're having a hard time keeping your head above water, I would highly recommend that you take a couple deep breaths, get out of your bed, put one foot in front of the other, and start a new routine and build upon that routine, so that 6 months, a year later, 2 years down the road, you can look back and see that you've achieved things that you thought were impossible then. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. And hey, you guys, this is, I think, like video number 12. So I'm also being consistent with my videos. So I'm going to record a few. I record a few at a time and then post them, over multiple days. That way I can get some of them, get them up more frequently, and then have more of them in queue. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. I will talk to you next time.